Hi guys, welcome back to Leahcraft. Today I'm gonna give it a go with the Daisy Belly. Slight edited measurements. I got my new mould today finally. Sorry if I'm gonna be sniffling a lot. I am full of gold. But yes, this is my new live edge mould. It's just a coaster size. It is from, I think it's called Ideas Decor. I don't know. Yeah, Ideas Decor. They're on Etsy. I will leave the link below to the store if you want to have a gander. But she's got some really nice moulds on there. So I'm using Funepoxy Resin. This one. So I'm not doing any waiting time because it is a medium to high viscosity resin. I don't know how much fits in here yet, so I kind of just roughing it for now. So I'm gonna do fluoro blue and acrylic ink. This is the Montmartre, however you pronounce it. And I'm going to be using a resin ink just because I want to see how they work together in lemon. Blue and yellow go together, make green, so yeah. Let's just give it a go. Alright, so I mixed up 100, I think it's like 110 grams roughly. And I'm gonna do 20 for the colours. I'm gonna do 20 for the white, which I'm gonna use our trusty bloom, and interference. I want to use maybe a gold. Not really sure. Let's see what I have. I can't find half of the colours of the rocks about. But yeah, like I don't know how well you can see that. You should be able to see it, but it's a gold shift. So I'm going to use some of that as well. So I'll just get all my tools. Need a spoon. There we go. Alright, so let me see what temperature is on to begin with. Just so we know. It is at 25 degrees. Or 24, 25, nearly 25 Celsius, that is. So I'm going to weigh out these quickly and then I will be right back. Alright, so we're all measured out. Give this a good shake. I'm going to put in if I could pick any up. Is this blocked? It seems to be blocked. Oh, wonderful. That's odd. I'll have to use a dropper. Sorry if you can hear the midgets in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. We'll go with 6. And for this one, the lemon, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll go with 4 for now. For the white, it is 20 grams for the white. So 20 for the colours, 20 for the white. 2, 3, 4. 4 drops over the white. So for blooms it's 1 drop per 10 grams. But I want it to be more opaque for this. So I'm doing 2 drops per 10 grams. Okay, and spoons. One there, one for there. And for this one, there is 10 grams for the interference mica, and I don't want it to be too heavy, so scoops my little spoon. Oh, there's fluff, we don't want that. 2 little scoops. There is only a small amount there. And then I've got about 30 grams left over for the clear push. Put the lid back on here. Give this a little mix first. They don't really mix up very well, these. A bit flaky. To mix them long enough, I guess. Okay, I don't want them that transparent, so let's put in. I don't want the blue that transparent anyway. So that's a total of 10 drops now, I believe. That's better. Okay. Yellow. Lemon, I'm not sure whether I want to dirty pour them or pour them in rings, to be honest. I think I might just do it in rings, puddles, and we'll see what happens. Okay, and with this little mix. There'll be a smidge in here, look. Only a little bit. As I say, I don't know how much this mould holds yet. I'm assuming it's around 100 grams. It's kind of guesswork at this point. But I didn't want to just fill it with water or anything like that to end up with little dots. But, you know, when water dries, it leaves little marks. Not with a brand new mould anyway. That is not fully opaque, but more opaque than I would do my blooms. Make sure all mixed in. Alright, so I'm going to do the blue first. I don't know whether I want a dirty pour or not. I can't make up my mind because it's such a small amount. Let's just do it this way. Right, acrylic ink first. Just because it's the blue. But then this is an experiment as well to see how acrylic inks and resin inks work together. Well, an experiment for me. I'm not really in the habit of watching too many other people's videos because I'm just too busy, if I'm honest. I could do this as more of a thing for me than I like to just work things out for myself. See if there's any new things we can come up with along the way. It's more fun that way. Okay, then we'll go with the yellow lemon. If you can hear a fan in the background, I apologise, by the way. I have the dehumidifier on because I've just done some clothes, washed some clothes, so I've got them on the drying rack in the same room. Okay, and then we'll do the interference mica. And I don't know whether I want to, I think I might just do it as just a basic puddle pour with this one. And pour this in. And then the white. Now this should sync the colours and make all the pretty stuff start happening with a bit of luck. Fingers crossed. Right, and then the clear for the bush. Let me see. You can fit a smidge more in than what I have, but not much. So maybe another 10 grams. Yeah, not a lot. Right, let's give it a blast. And we'll see what happens. Hello, we're back. Alright, so from how it looks, I can tell that we didn't get a daisy belly, but I am definitely intrigued to see what happened. Hopefully it's not just one big almighty splodge, but looking through it, I can see there are like rings of some sort. So hopefully something happened. So let's find out. Alright, let's have a look at the edge. Alright. Oh, that's very different. So we started to get the shape of it and smaller ones in the middle, but so I'm gonna guess that it's too much white. I think the mix is okay of how much white there is in the resin, but I think there was just too much of the mix altogether. So maybe a little less white with the next pour and a little bit more clear. So less white, more clear, and we'll give it a go with that. The outside looks really pretty. Alright, so more like a puffy cloud kind of design. Alright, we'll have to give it a go with the next one. See what happens. And yeah, fingers crossed we get a little bit more of a daisy pattern. But alright, that's it for our first attempt, or my first attempt. Let me know what you think. It's interesting. But yeah, like I've said before, I don't want it to be just video after video of absolute perfection and nothing went wrong. And no, I'm human, things go wrong, and it's all about trials and tribulations. It's alright. We'll give it a go next time. In the meantime, I have a puffy cloud design. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.